Za dobar zvuk, tu je player.
Gledate novi Gajbotron, a večeras u njemu predstavljamo jedan novitet. The Turing Test.
Morning, Eva. Your wake-up has been sanctioned by the ISA. We lost contact with the ground crew 450 hours ago. We have tried to establish further communications, but we are not getting any responses. We need you to investigate.
Okay, doesn't it make sense to do visual checks first?
We have already looked at the data. The ISA has made the executive decision that you report to the surface post-haste. You are our emergency response.
What exactly is the emergency?
The ground crew found an organism the ISA believed to be dangerous. We need to re-establish communication.
The Turing Test baziran je na poznatom i proverenom konceptu FPS puzzler igara. Baš kao i slavni Portal ili Witness, i ovaj naslov predstavlja odličan set logičkih izazova u 3D prostoru i kao takav pruža sjajnu višečasovnu zabavu.
Pick up your EMT. It's on the side. Okay. We are going to take a lander to Europa. Make your way to the docking station.
Ogrnut u moderno, dopadljivo i tehnički ne toliko zahtevno ruho, ovaj naslov vodi vas kroz kompleks lociran na ledom okovanoj Europi, jednom od Saturnovih meseca.
What's the ship's status?
I have performed the necessary checks. The Europa lander is ready to launch.
I think that's everything wound up, Tom.
Yes.
Well, I guess
Bay 3.
Retro?
Go.
Fido?
Go.
Guidance?
Go.
Control?
Go.
Telcom?
Go.
Then we are go for launch initiating.
Separate.
Engaging retrofire. I'm running the program, 80 degree delta pitch to 88 degrees absolute. Braking procedure. Trajectory looks good. 502 alarm. It looks like we're coming in too fast.
We are slightly short of the landing site. We are going to have to burn late. Go.
Full retrograde. Open the door.
Welcome to Europa.
U nastojanju da prođete seriju vezanih prostorija, morat ćete u svakoj od njih rešiti logički problem koji se sastoji od ključeva i brava i tako otvorite prolaz ka sledećoj sekciji. U svemu tome prati vas određeni oblik veštačke inteligencije koji vas glasom, koji podsjeća na glumca Jeremy Ironsa, navodi kroz ceo kompleks i izazove koji su pred vama.
The base has changed.
What do you mean?
The base was originally constructed as modules to withstand the seismic activity in and around Thera Macula. It appears the ground team have manipulated these modules.
Pritom, on izlaže mnoštvo zanimljivih teorija, ali i pitanja koje se tiču same suštine ljudskog postojanja.
The base was built initially by machines. I served as the mind of these operations. I arrived first on Europa in 2240. It costs a lot to send humans into space with the necessary life support, especially such a vast distance from Earth. So, robotics built this place.
I wonder why the ground team has changed these rooms.
I have a hypothesis. These rooms are Turing tests.
Turing tests?
Turing tests are tests designed to tell humans and machines apart. Typically, problems only solvable by a human. A combination of logical and lateral thinking.
So, you can't complete these tests, Tom?
No. That is why I am glad you are here to help. We need to work together. They really have completely repurposed these rooms. I am quite impressed.
So, what were they used for before?
Most of them were used for storage. But they have converted them beyond recognition. Perhaps they ran out of things to do out here. The devil makes work for idle hands.
Developeri su iskoristili mogućnost da dobrim dizajnom okruženja, kao i muzičkim temama, na sjajan način realizuju storytelling element ove igre. Sami izazovi osciluju od onih najprostijih pa sve do onih koji su kako logički, tako i fizički veoma zahtevni. Ponekad ćete krenuti sa logičkim pristupom prema nekom izazovu, da bi tek kasnije shvatili da ga možete preći samo serijom brzih i strateški usklađenih pokreta u prostoru.
My purpose as the overseer of this mission is to work for the ISA. I am the ISA's feet and hands. The distance between Jupiter and Earth make it inappropriate for the ISA to directly interface with the mission directives. As my AI core is stationed on Europa, I can make decisions instantaneously about the running of the base.
Ako steknete utisak da je igra možda suviše laka, posljednja trećina iste čuva veliko iznenađenje čak i za one okorele ljubitelje logičkih zavrzlama.
Did the ISA build you, Tom?
As the child of the ISA, I have been given authority aboard this station. I was designed by the ISA and the Ashiyama Corporation, designed in California, assembled in China. But here on Europa, I constructed myself. Have you heard of the Turing test, Ava? It's a test to see if a computer can successfully impersonate a human. In the original Turing test, a human judge has two conversations, one with a machine and one with another human. They then judge which of these polite conversations is with a machine and which is with a human. The machine being tested is said to have passed the Turing test if the judge cannot reliably tell which conversation is with a machine and which is with a human.
Do you think you'd pass the Turing test?
I am quite capable of polite conversation, wouldn't you say?
I pored utiska da je Turing test možda nedovoljno iskoristio ceo potencijal ove ideje i mehaniku svog engina, originalan zaplet uz maestralno izvođenje čine samu završnicu ove igre zaista vrednom utrošenog vremena.
The Turing test has been criticized. Researchers claim it does not correctly test a machine's ability to think, but rather its ability to deceive.
What do you mean?
Well, have you heard of the Chinese room thought experiment?
No.
Imagine you are in a room. In this room you are passed Chinese sentences through a slot in the wall. Inside the room is an instruction book written in English. This instruction book tells you which Chinese words to pass back through the slot in the wall as a response. By doing so, you have a conversation in Chinese. In the Chinese room, because the responses you pass back through the door are the correct responses, the person on the other side of the door is convinced you are a native Chinese speaker.
Well, they're wrong.
Perhaps they are not wrong. Because with the instruction book, you are having a conversation.
But the person stuck in the Chinese room is not aware of the conversation's content.
This is the problem with the Turing test. A computer can pass the Turing test, having convinced a human they are having a polite conversation, while the computer has no idea that a conversation has taken place.
What if both of the people passing Chinese words are reading from instruction books?
This is the crew's quarters. It looks abandoned.
Bilo je ovo neko moje viđenje ovog naslova. Ja sam Vlada i ukoliko vam se ovaj prilog dopao, podržite nas klikom na like i subscribe, a mi se vidimo za par dana u novom klipu ovdje na Gajbotron kanalu.